Bam! Ziua bună, fraților, și bine v-am găsit cu un nou videoclip din Call of Cthulhu. Data trecută am ajuns la acest domn care achiziționează și vinde, se pare, antichități, un nameless bookstore. Freud.
It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
This practical work written by Sigmund Freud for psychologists described the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams, and analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announcement by Freud at the end of the 19th century. It treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. Nope, it's not. Medicine. Mamă, la câte cărți sunt aici, ar trebui să găsim o groază de chestii cu medicine and stuff. Ia să vedem. Diary of Pastor's Wife. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to his voice in his head because it holds the truth. N-am citit asta data trecută, din păcate, dar pare o poveste interesantă. Nu știu dacă am citit vreuna până acum. Și cred că le-am găsit pe toate cumva, pentru că we snooping around, întotdeauna noi ne uităm, ne băgăm nasul. History of Darkwater. Ok? Ceva? Sper că ne lasă să ne uităm la cât mai multe și nu se întâmplă ceva. Șah. E șah. Juca șah, probabil singur. Darkwater History, again. Poate și astea erau de citit, dar prea multă chestie, prea multe informații de citit, adică cât să și citești la ele. Mythological.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this book, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book, discovered in the nameless bookstore of Darkwater, could be as much a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. Ocultism. Cum mai stăm cu chestiile astea? Tu? 2 puncte. Ok, lasă-le acolo. Să mai strâng o țâr. Ia să vedem. Ce e aici? Would you read this book? Aia musă.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
The Shambler. This creation catalogs and classifies creatures that I have never heard of. Ba da, tocmai l-ai văzut. Divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work of the bestiary of the myth. Without giving details on the mythology to which it refers, its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. Mai mult. Ok, dar nu știm să citim așa ceva. Handbook of Anatomy and Dissection. Nice. Medicine. Nu știu ce o să ne ajute asta vreodată, like the medicine, și cum puteam să o creștem să fie. Cred că trebuie să băgăm în ea mai mult de la bun început, de la începutul jocului, pentru că ocult chiar mă așteptam, adică să crească foarte, foarte repede. Ne jucăm Call of Cthulhu. Pe bune acum. Ceva pe aici? Nimic, mă.
What happened here?
Dar ce, s-a întâmplat ceva aici? De unde știi că s-a întâmplat ceva aici? Pur și simplu, așa crezi tu? Hai să vedem. Spot hidden.
Let's start over. Where did they break
Spot hidden. Hai să găsim ăla mai întâi. Trebuie să fie ceva mega ascuns pe aici. Spot hidden. Spot hidden. Asta?
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Wow. Medicine.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Clumsy burglar. Ok, bun. Și-a dărâmat aia acolo.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Wow. Nu vrem să ieșim de aici, nu? Dar am găsit spot hidden-ul. Ăla a fost spot hidden-ul. Că n-arăta mă cu verde. Ia să vedem.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
Wow. Cthulhu did.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Uite, semnul ăla din nou pe care l-avea Sanders băgat în celula în care a stat. Mă doare capul.
What the... Charles Hawkins?
Cum ți-i dă mă seama?
Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Oh, me head.
Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Da, este. E mai degrabă legat de ea. Totul se leagă de ea. Dar n-am găsit acel spot hidden. Nu putem să ieșim acolo. Spot hidden. Poate asta era spot hidden-ul. Hai să ne dăm cu reveneală repede. Nu, încă este spot hidden, dar este... I see.
What link did he find between
Key of
Charles
Relief.
Hawkins and an old amulet?
Relief este orașul acela. Yeah, this key that bears the elder sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose is to push back the force of the great old ones were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cutting the mention, the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hopkins' trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Da. Ok, medicine. Mă, dar ceva e ascuns, mă, pe aici, mă. Ce e ascuns? Unde e? Tu ascundeai, mă, aici?
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
No. A page seemed to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she's still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity and sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Okay. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for the organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content into the safekeepings of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Mystical University. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall in the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will accord actingly. You will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Drake Memoirs. Aha!
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Touch it. Just touch it. Why not? Touch the amulet. Nope, we cannot do this. Bun, deci a zis de... Oh.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. How many volumes are there in this collection?
God damn it!
By Arkham editions. How many volumes are there in this collection?
O să spui asta într-una și într-una și într-una. Ok, Greek mythology. Theology, mythology. Mythology, biology. Pe asta n-am găsit-o. Poetry. History. Și unde este mitologia asta greacă? Aici? Cumva?
Things are not looking good.
Astronomie. Mythology. Mă, nu, aici trebuie să fie. E limpede că aici trebuie să fie. Dar... totuși, de ce nu e? La Greek Mythology. Open the safe. Da, mulțumesc frumos. Biology. Aha!
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Da, dar unde ai tu așa ceva? Unde din ăla e aici cumva? Uite aici. Ia să vedem ce ne zice.
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Bun, și cu asta cred că noi trebuie să căutăm prin cărțile astea să fie ceva legat de ele, că sunt volumele astea și trebuie să le luăm...
Another volume by Arkham editions.
Ok, things that should not be.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Text claims that in distant past Europe and other continents were controlled by the mother of these people, and moreover that our alphabet is derived from the Frisian language. This volume is past Arkham. Ok.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Corpus Hermeticus. Many of the philosophers include the translation Emerald Tablet. Ceva cu...
Another volume by Arkham editions.
Azathoth and other horrors.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
A book of esoteric philosophy and a key text in Madame. Okay.
How many volumes are there?
The Key of Solomon.
Another volume by
Nu mai spune asta, te rog frumos, taci din gură.
Arkham editions.
The Prophecies. Cred că o să dureze ceva până ne dăm noi seama cum și ce. Încă o dată.
These red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry.
Henry.
And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
E ceva în
How
titlu,
many
oare?
volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions.
The Prophecies.
Arkham editions. How many volumes are there in this? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Henry, numele ăsta Henry.
Editions. Never heard of him.
Written by Hermes. Ok, deci ăsta trebuie.
How many volumes are there in this? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Ceva e cu ăsta. Deci written by Hermes, așa translated by the collection of 10 different beliefs that written a legendary philosopher. It includes the translation of emerald tablet, a popular text. This volume is ok. Oare ăsta? Corpus Hermeticum. Deci ăsta e 2, volumul 2. Doi. Hai să vedem la 2 ce zice. Poate le găsim pe celelalte două mai ușor și...
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
The Queen has little protection. So these are the volumes that what did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was... What did Drake say about this collection?
Unde este? Azathoth and Other Horrors. A collection of poems by Edward Pickham, also known Volume 9. Și mai sunt 3 piese albe pe aia de șah. Deci 2, 3, 9, 9, 4 cu tot cu regina? Ah, god damn it.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
E limpede că o să ne dăm seama puțin mai greu. Revenim imediat. Deci, revenind, am înțeles ideea, nu trebuia să căutăm în toate cărțile alea. De fapt, am găsit ăsta după, efectiv, ce am oprit filmarea, nu foarte mult timp, și am numărat pe el, vorbea de Red Drops of Blood. Deci sunt 5 dersea de sânge aici. Efectiv 5. În al doilea vorbește despre șah. Într-adevăr, aici am prins-o bine cu cei 3 care au rămas pe lângă regină. Eu așa zic. Și al nouălea volum în care am găsit ceea ce vorbea în al treilea cilindru. Deci vine aici 5, 3, 9. There you go. Nice book. Big book. Huge book. Wow. Ne-am conectat la carte. Oare e Necronomiconul ăla? Vestita carte? Wow. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Oh. Acum ne proiectăm în corpul altcuiva? Asta se întâmplă, să înțeleg? Bun, deci practic cel care a lăsat mesaje să înțeleg că e mort. De-aia am putut noi să le găsim acum și Charles Hawkins a încercat să ia cartea asta și acum o să vină după noi sau... Trebuie să mergem. A zis ceva în memoriile lui să lăsăm unui profesor, unui prieten profesor în ezoterii sau chestii de genul. Dr. Colden. Suntem în corpul lui Marie Colden? Are Fitzroy acolo. Aha.
He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Foreign body? What?
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
Yep, he's dead.
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
After Dr. Fuller.
Symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Oh my god. Nurse.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his
Yikes.
cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky
What the
rings
heck?
growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I'm not sure.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't
Jesus.
believe me, but When we bathed him earlier.
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion.
Ha!
But that doesn't explain his
Se
condition.
transformă într-un pește.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
Se transformă
What
într-un
do you
pește.
mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
Come on!
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray
Not
that it's
an-
not here.
It's not an infection.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing?
Mă uit la el.
How about what you've done to him?
Ce
Let
față
us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
You're turning him into a monster.
Suction cups on his fingers. His falling body temperature. His dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise?
Oh.
Cephalopod, perhaps.
What the heck?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
Dar suntem
I have
doctori.
to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
God damn you.
What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd
Oh,
rather
well.
not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Keep mum. Good job. Ok, deci practic. Bun, n-avem acces la Pierce să punem și să luăm puncte în stuff. să facem
Chronic
chestii.
insomnia. Like half the island.
Yikes. Da, avem ceva de căutat și să scoatem la iveală legat de doctorul ăsta putred.
This
E
place
putred.
draws you in and never lets you go. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Hello?
And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Anyway, din nou continuă să fie interesant și să vedem și alte point of views. Sper că o să scoatem la capăt și cu Dr. Colden. Dar asta o să vedem data viitoare. Pentru că o să încheiem aici. Până atunci, lăsați un like, ceva în comentarii, o părere, cum vi s-a părut, cum vi se pare, cum o să vi se pară. Chiar dacă n-aveți de unde să știți, lăsați acolo, nu contează. Dați un subscribe dacă considerați că este cazul. Și până atunci, fraților, vă doresc multă sănătate și viață lungă. Bye bye!